Throughout history, many things have shaped the world, and to be even more specific for this project, Europe. In this presentation, we will be going over 6 major aspects of the Renaissance and essentially we'll be explaining what caused the Renaissance and the Renaissance's influence on the modern world. We'll begin with the political aspects of the Renaissance. Right off the bat, a major political reformer of the time was Machiavelli, with his book The Prince. It covers how to manipulate people, gain power, and how to maintain it. It has forever reformed politics. A major political power during the time was the Catholic Church, due to its increasing secular and humanism ideals and philosophies. The Church's political power was slowly diminishing over time as less and less people sought spiritual guidance and help. Though the Church made up for the dwindling numbers, with crusades spreading Catholic ideals, the Church also had its country, papal states, giving it power and remained a strong political power for several more centuries. Now onto the economic aspects of the Renaissance. Some of the major causes of the Renaissance were feudalism and the rise of the market economy in Italy. The great wealth produced by banking and trade increased the urbanization of Europe, and the Crusades, which brought back new ideas and wealth, and the newly enlarged merchant class. All of these were causes of the Renaissance, which led to many important parts to Europe's improving economy. These ideas led to the creation of modern business functions and techniques. The rapid growth of education also helped with the advancement of the economy, which was helped by the creation of the printing press. All of these inventions, innovations, and ideas led to the improving economy of Europe during the Renaissance period, which during the prior periods of time had been very, very terrible. Uh, the next aspect is that of religion. One major cause of the Renaissance was the Great Schism. The Great Schism was the event in which multiple people claimed to be the Pope, confusing a majority of the population of Italy and Europe. The Great Schism weakened the Church and its power. As a result of the Great Schism, humanistic and individualistic ideas spread throughout Europe. Though there was a decrease in the Church's authority, many paintings still had religious themes, especially in the southern Renaissance Europe. Along with the weakening of the Church came a time of more individual ideas, which led to less people in the Church. Because of the drop of people attending church, the Church started receiving less and less money, thus forcing them to find other ways to get money. Next, we will be addressing the social aspects of the Renaissance. In the Renaissance, rank and order were central to the social hierarchy that ranged from the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor all the way down to the lowest of the low, the peasants and the serfs. The ranks carried down to generations, keeping families at the same rank for centuries upon centuries, leaving the same family at the same pathetic level for hundreds and hundreds of years, which is just hilarious in my opinion. The ranks also decided on who one could be with and talk with and what relations people had with each other. Example would be such as nobles and nobles, they have a kind of a friendship, and nobles and peasants, where the noble is the master and the peasant is basically the slave. And that is how you must have it. There was not much changing from that way. And religion was also another important social aspect, as it also determined people's relations with each other, as because people of different religions did not like each other, and many times throughout history went to war over religion. Now we're talking about the intellectual aspects of the Renaissance. Many people got education during the Renaissance than ever before. A major intellect during the time was Petrarch, the father of humanism. Oh gosh. He believed in improved moral value and the teaching of ancient history and literature. Now, proper schools were set up giving education to many people but the poor. The rich still got the best education possible, though. Men learned Latin, became apprentices, and even went to a university if they could afford it. Even women got education during the Renaissance. Though men got much more of a higher leveled education, women still got the opportunity to get an education. Mostly, it was just how to run a house and raise a family, but the richest women were able to get at least a basic education, but education nonetheless. Some women even learned about the classics and even became apprentices. The final aspect of the Renaissance is the Renaissance's artistic aspect. The art during the time was based upon religious themes in the Southern Renaissance area and were more secular in the Northern Renaissance area, which the Southern Renaissance, typically the pieces were often drawn or sculpted for the Catholic Church or were influenced by the church or were funded by the church as to bring people into church because they were losing people who brought in money for the church. The artists focused on symmetry, balance, and order on their pieces. Many artists from the Renaissance are widely well known even today. Some of these influential artists are Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo da Vinci. These artists revolutionized the idea of intellectualism and the arts, and have set the basis for so much of what we do and even what we think in our modern day. The Renaissance was truly one of the most influential periods in history because of the resounding artists and their intellectualism and how they used intelligence to create masterpieces that have been adored for hundreds and hundreds of years and have influenced the world since. Alright. This has been a Persia P.E.R.S.I.A outline of the Renaissance. Thank you for watching, and may the odds be ever in your favor during the Euro final.